shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. This is the National Football League.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. Here's Murray. Will go out to the flat for Edmonds. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Minnesota's offense and QB. Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Off the play fake, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They go play action. Cousins escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Touchdown, Vikings! K.J. Osborne from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after. Right down the middle. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Ertz has it left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 2nd and 2. Throwing again, Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Flush to his right. Murray with a nice move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk, but they're going to wrap it. He'll go down well short of a first. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run on first down. Cook shedding through the defense. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have... position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1st down, here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on down. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the play that polished it off was... the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's got it. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. To throw is Murray. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Play fake. Murray. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Flushed out right. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Murray. A nice little juke, and he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Connor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage response.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner able to take this in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Moore now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Very short kick. This will be out of him, and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Back to throw. Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That catch good for only a couple. Murray, he's used to moving fast at Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. That time a 6-play drive. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us of. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. There's Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and
chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.